Well guys, I think it's time to talk about Pyrin. Can Pyrin save GPU mining? Well, I thought so, and I was going to talk about it in this video, but the more I dug into it, there's some scary things on the horizon that it's going to impact the entire GPU mining community and profitability. So let's take a look at the pros and the cons of Pyrin moving forward. So as you guys know, GPU profits have been pretty bad lately, especially if we look at like 15 cents. It's basically break even or unprofitable to mine. And when you start taking into account motherboard power, you're definitely unprofitable at 15 cents. The only reason that a lot of people are still profitable at 11 cents like I'm at is because of Pyrin. And the reason for that is that if you go to emissions on Mining Pool stats, Pyrin is basically the highest GPU mineable emission coin besides Raven coin. It's only at 62K right now, but if you looked at this 2 days ago, that was at 80K, and that's basically a lot higher than the third highest coin. So if we look at the next highest coin is Dynex at 32K. So basically Pyrin is providing a lot of money to GPU miners, and without that 60K of emissions, a lot more people would just totally not be profitable regardless of power cost. So we should all be thankful of Pyrin, and that's why I've made a video about Pyrin in the past and why I'm making this video today. But unfortunately, things are going to get worse than they are right now and relatively quickly. My original plan for this video was going to be, can Pyrin save the GPU mining market? Because if Pyrin 5X's and that emissions goes from, let's pretend it was still at 80K, goes from 80K to 400K, that's a significant coin, and that's going to boost profitability a lot. So we really should all be rooting for Pyrin as GPU miners because it's Asic resistant. We're never going to have to worry about it getting taken over by Asics like Lithium or Radiant just did. I know there were FPGAs, but still same concept. So Pyrin is one of our best hopes as GPU miners, and I really hope it takes off. So let's really quickly get an update on the Pyrin project. What's changed since my last video? If we pull up their Discord, we can see some of the recent stuff that's happened. So the first thing I noticed is that on their roadmap, they have filled out a lot of the stuff they said they were going to do in 2023 Q4 and 2024 Q1. They didn't even have a white paper last time I made a video on this, and they do have one now, and I'll show that shortly. They've also come out with a new web wallet, Node Explorer, and the big thing that's getting pretty close, we'll see if they hit it, and if they do, it should be a big boost in coin price, is smart contracts in Q2. So who knows if they're going to hit it. I really hope they do, just for the sake of GPU mining, boosting profits back up for everybody. But really quickly, let's take a look at their white paper, because this is where I found some of the issues that are about to arise. So Pyrin right now is emitting 60 to 80K based on what the price is that day, but 60 to 80K dollars per day going to miners. And unfortunately, if we look at the emission schedule of Pyrin, it's going to basically start slowing down the amount of coins that are mined pretty quickly. Just by next year, we'll have already mined 40% of the supply. And then if you go to 2026, we'll be at about 70% of the supply, because the total cap supply is 1 billion Pyrin. So long term, once we get to like 2028, and obviously that's far to look out to, who knows what's going to happen then, but we're going to be getting very few actual coins of Pyrin that are mined. So if the price doesn't go up, that emissions is going to drop heavily. But the even more concerning thing is this right down here. 12 days from now, and it'll probably be even sooner when you guys watch this video, Pyrin is going through his first halving, and it's not a total halving of rewards. It's only a fraction, but it's going from 17 Pyrin to 14 Pyrin per block reward, which is a pretty significant decrease. So if we pull up a calculator, what percent decrease would we expect? So in 10 days, we're going to be seeing an 18% decrease in the emissions of Pyrin. So 0.18 times 60,000 we're basically going to be dropping down to 50K emissions. And if the coin keeps going down, basically even lower than that. So that 80K number that we had a couple weeks ago is looking worse and worse unless we start seeing some serious price movement. And my fear is that after that little mini halving happens in 10 days is that even more people are going to have to start turning off their rigs, because that's just a lot of emissions that GPU miners are losing in a short amount of time. With Radiant gone, Lithium gone, Pyrin halving, those are 3 big GPU mineable coins that are taking serious hits. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick is people in the comments of a couple of my other videos were talking about how they keep mining even if they go into the negative. I'm trying to think how to best say this, but generally that's not a good idea. If you're barely going negative, then certainly keep them running. It's worth your time to not have to go into an exchange and pay exchange fees to buy coins every day. But if you're losing $4 or $5 a day, turn your rigs off and just dollar cost average into the market if you want to keep accumulating crypto, because you're going to be paying the same amount as you would in power, but you're going to be getting much more coins doing it that way. So even if you're writing off your electric, it does not make sense to mine at a serious loss financially, at least. You are, if you're super lazy and you don't really care that much, you just want to get the coins from mining, or you want to support a project, then by all means keep mining. But if you're going super negative and you think you're getting the same financial benefit as if you were as buying the coins, that's generally not the case. So that's why it is actually pretty important to watch profitability of these coins, because if your farm starts going very negative, you probably should turn it off and just start to buy the coins. But as miners, that's obviously our worst fear. So real quickly, what I like about Pyrin is I like that it's Asic resistant. That's great for GPU miners. And when the GPU mining community likes a coin, they tend to mine that coin and hold that coin, which in turn helps the project and helps the price of the coin. So with that said, what I'm doing right now is I'm still mining Pyrin. I'm actually dual mining Ironfish and Pyrin, and I'm holding those coins. In past videos, I had said that I'm not holding Pyrin right now, and that was when Pyrin was like 24 cents a coin. At that point, it was a good idea to sell because it had just done like a 6x or something like that. So sell when profits are high, when coin price is high. And right now, while yield is high and you're basically making $1 a day, it doesn't make sense to sell. Just accumulate coins as much as you can. So I'm accumulating and holding my Pyrin right now. And looking at that emissions schedule, that seems like a good idea right now, because Pyrin is going to become more and more scarce over the coming years and months. That's assuming the project just doesn't die, but hey, we're all spec mining here, so that's what we got to do. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. What coin do you think could potentially save GPU mining? Could it be Dynex? Could it be Pyrin? Let me know what you guys think. And if you think that no coin can save GPU mining, leave that down below as well. I get a lot of comments like that GPU mining's dead, and hopefully a year from now, 2 years from now, we can prove them wrong. But if not, still fun making videos. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. I just wanted to let people know about this Pyrin halving coming up, because I just found out about it in the Discord, and it's going to take a lot of people by surprise, I think, because I haven't seen a lot of people bringing it up. So I'll see you guys next time. Got a farm update coming soon, and peace.